They want to know if the city is going to sign on as a, pretty much a monetary partner.
My response to them was, for me, like sitting on the TDC and knowing what I know about all the events that we have in town, it's hard to choose one over the others. And, you know, for instance, the 4th of July, they have not, in the past, the city did help the 4th of July, because we went back and looked at some of the minutes from 2007. The city helped a little, not a lot, but they did, and we don't do that anymore. So do we want to get back into the business of events? And then I think about our discussions at TDC and even the Charlotte County Commission. They have event funding, but it's an application process, it's a process. And everybody is judged on different criteria. So I don't know how we go about doing this, and if we should go about doing this. I mean, I think the block party at its height was a great event, but now we have so many events. We have so many events that happen, and it's a hard thing because, Kim?
I agree. I think in the early time, the block party was a good event. We didn't have a lot of events. It was really good for the non-for-profits to be able to go and, you know, put out a booth and raise money. But now we have so many events. And as you mentioned, the county does have a process. So they are certainly welcome to go to the county and follow that process, to go to the TDC and also get money from them if they want. I just think it's being burdensome for us. We're too small to do that, and I wouldn't be in favor of it.
Previous councils, as they had to deal with the budget deficits, suspended funding through that and several of the other events, and I think we're still in a similar situation, and I'm not there.
I'm not there.
I'm with you. I just think it's something that, I appreciate the fact that we do provide support to, say, the Halloween, where it's really not an event. It is an event, but it's not an event. But we still have to provide for the safety of our community.
Right.
And
Same with 4th of July. I mean, we still provide public safety services, but we're not, you know, closing down roads and doing other
Right.
things that would be an additional expense.
And we would do that for any event that is where it's really out in the community kind of thing. In this particular instance, knowing what's being asked for, it's difficult. I cannot support.
Okay. We need to go back to the proclamation that is calling for the city primary election, because it does say passed and duly adopted.
Okay.
So we do need a motion to move the proclamation.
Make a
So
motion.
Second?
Second.
Second.
Gary, motion, Kim seconded. So we have a motion and a second to approve the proclamation. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried unanimously. And I think that's all I have under policy and legislation. Council member comments, Nancy?
I just want to thank the Burnstar Isles Underground Wiring Committee for the dedication that they've provided for the community over the last couple of years, and thank them for their service.
Gary?
Two things. I want to, first of all, wish Karen a speedy recovery. I miss her. No offense, Sherry.
None taken. I'd rather be in my office. No offense.
Number one. And number two, just on a completely different note, yesterday, the probe Juno took its first pictures of Jupiter. It went into orbit on July 4th. From a scientific standpoint, it's a very exciting time. We did more than find a needle in a haystack and being able to accomplish this mission. It's a great tribute to our country. That's it.
Thank you. Tom?
Yesterday, several of us had the opportunity to welcome the final delivery of the Vietnam Wall Memorial, and it's just going to be a wonderful memorial to those who served, and a fabulous opportunity for the city.
Kim?
No, I have nothing. Everyone just enjoy your break.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
We're not
Yes.
meeting again until August 24th. We
So
should have
have
announced
fun.
that at the beginning of the meeting, but we forgot. Citizens' comments, any topic, come to the podium. You have 3 minutes.
I really don't need 3 minutes, but I appreciate the opportunity. I am surprised that no,
State your name, please,
oh,
again.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Brad Gamblin, Punta Gorda resident. I'm surprised no consideration of public future needs for space is really being considered as one of the factors in the consideration of the Henry project. That was 20 acres, or some around 20 acres. It's now 11 because of the library. That happened just this year. How can we be so sure we won't need that space for something for our city in the near future or in the future? So I'm really kind of surprised that that is not a part of the consideration, that space. Once it's gone for good. By the way, that land at 54 lots of upscale, and maybe a little optimistically, but figure about $200,000 a lot of built-out value, and you're looking at $11 million, just so you know the numbers that are involved, even with 54 low, quote, density. I just really hope that careful consideration is given in the future of the residents' needs that we don't even know about. We didn't know there was going to be a library there. Also, many cities in similar situations require a referendum before city property is sold, especially to a developer. And so I stand with those comments, and I thank you all for your consideration.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Steve Fabian. Just last meeting, you talked about height restrictions downtown. And I just want to, if very interesting, this morning's paper in the Go shows a very interesting picture of Sarasota, what can happen if you don't control your height. It looks exactly like Fort Myers does, but it's a very interesting picture. You ought to look at it. Because there's even a bridge that would show you what Punta Gorda could look like if you're not careful with your height restrictions. Thank you.
Thank
you,
you.
Steve.
Citizens' comments, any topic? Seeing none, we are adjourned.
Enjoy Colorado, enjoy your vacation.
Yeah.
Feel better.
See you around town.
5:01 PM, where is that going to be?
Be here.
Thank you.
Never
You
said
want this
where.
back?
They said,
It's, public hearings are always here.
Take it to John.
You'll love it.
Number 40 car will be at,
You know how many things we gotta work on now?
Okay, cool. I'll tell you, I'm in Israel.
Not like you're going anywhere.
Thanks for the balloon, you're helping me out.
they're having
I better speak clearly.